Hey everyone, this is the Bearded Zeno, and this is going to be my review for the NECA Elder Predator version 2 from Predator 2, and I have to say, this is definitely my favorite Predator figure ever. I think it is the best they have ever produced. Ever. Ever. A lot of people say the Bad Blood is the best Predator ever. I think this is the top. I think this is the best. It's so cool looking. And I've got to say, I'm not even that big of a fan of Predator 2. You know, I love this Predator design. First off, take a look at the packaging. It's the Predator 2 packaging with the City Hunter mask up there. It's the Elder Predator version 2. There's a picture of the figure right there. Flip it over on the back. And, it's actually a more bland style packaging than the other one. It's nothing too flashy, not that big of a write-up. Go ahead and read that if you want to go ahead and read that real quick. It's far more simplistic. Tell you that right now, there's the other figures that we've already reviewed, except for him, because he's the one we're reviewing. Now, check that out of the way, and we have a hand. I just want to say, this is the hand that comes on the figure. And I replaced it with the alternate hand that comes with it, which you'll see here in a second, which is really cool. And I have to say, the paint job on this hand is just immaculate. This is so cool looking. Okay, enough for the hand. Now, here is a very blurry Elder Predator version 2. Oh man, this is so cool. Now, if you don't know the story behind the original Elder Predator, pretty much every single person who bought it, it broke. There was something going on with the manufacturing plant, and this arm over here would break as soon as you would move it. Pretty much like boom, snap, boom, snap. Really easily, it would snap. And I'm happy to say there are no issues like that whatsoever on this one. I never owned the original because I actually wasn't collecting at the time that one was out. And, I didn't really want to go back and rebuy it because they had already announced this one. And I've got to say, this looks way better than that old one too. I've seen a couple comparison videos of the outside the box reviews. He did a really good comparison between these because he is the NECA Predator guy. So, check him out if you like NECA Predators, because he's really awesome reviewing this stuff. But, this paint job is so fantastic. And I think I got the sword backwards in his hand, but I like the way that looks, so, yeah, don't judge me. He also has a sheath over here for the sword, which is pretty unique, I have to say, and I like that. And the special thing with him, notice I have him on a stand. I'll take him off right now. I just have him on a stand because he is a little wobbly in the pose that I got him in. And, I like him so much that I think he warrants one of the 10 stands that I have. So, this is the extra hand that he comes with. And it's actually a fucking trigger finger. That is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. You could really use this for a lot of Predator customs if you wanted to. But, oh man, that's really cool looking. He comes with a flintlock pistol that he gives Danny Glover. So cool. And, of course, it has the plasma caster and shoulder pauldron, as always. Has a little teeth purse, which is pretty cool. And here's the sheath up close. Very nicely detailed. I like the skulls on it. Reminds me a lot of the Bad Blood. But, here is the necklace. And I don't know if mine's on wrong or what, but I think it should be up under his arm. But it's just kind of like free-floating on his neck. I don't know. It seems a little off to me. But I kind of like the way it looks. I don't know if that's a defect or not, but I like the way it looks. It also has this, small squirrel. I'll say that's like a squirrel. Yeah, it's like a squirrel skull. But, yeah, really small necklace there. And this actually came off of me in the packaging. So if this happens to you, don't worry. It just pops back in. It's just a little, mandible ring. Like I said, this popped off really easily when I was getting out of the package, but snaps back on. It's pretty secure now, so if that happens to you, don't worry. Not a QC issue. It just easily pops off. Now broke. But look at all the detail in his mandibles. So cool. I think this is the most I've ever really paid attention to detail in a Predator review because this thing is so awesome. I love it. I mean, most people geek out that much about the bad blood, but as soon as I got this in packaging, you know, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get this. But yeah, this hand over here is very stiff, but this hand very, very weak. And like I said in a couple other reviews of these, the Series 12 Predators, their wrist pegs are funky. And what it is, it's, you know, this recessed area in here is too deep. The ball peg sinks in, and you can't really get it too secure back into the hand once you take out the first hand. That's also an issue with the Wendrix Marine figure in the Aliens line. If you take the head off, the ball peg sinks inside the neck, and you have to pull the ball peg out of the neck, put it back in the head, and then put it back in the neck. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but pretty easily done. But, yeah, I really, really, really like to look at this figure. I mean, look at this. Oh, so cool. Oh, now there's a little bit of an engraving on that pistol, if you can kind of read it. Yeah, I don't think that's legible, but it's still pretty cool looking. And of course, you know, wrist blades do come out. It doesn't come with any other kind of accessories except for the alternate hand and what I've got on him right now. But I do have to say, this is my favorite Predator by far. I'm going to put it back on the stand because I don't want him. Because I like that pose I got him in, you know. Whoa, we're really blurry. I really do love this figure. And I say, even if you have the original Elder Predator, pick this one up. You know, because with the old Elder Predator, if you did get one where it didn't break, you gotta be really careful because it's probably going to break. So you can't really mess with that figure too much. This one, I think you're pretty okay with doing in some pretty extreme poses, and you can actually move that arm now, so that's pretty cool. And the paint scheme on him is just completely different. I love this one so much more. I mean, look at it, you know, on my shelf, and I have him up front. You know, I have a Predator from Predator 2 up front. Like I said, Predator 2 is not my favorite film. I don't think it sucks, but it's not my favorite film. I have him up front in the Predator collection, even in front of the Kenner stuff, because I like the way he looks. He's so badass looking, and I really do think this is the best Predator that NECA has ever produced. Anyways, I've been to Bear Zeno for Clicking Phoenix Entertainment. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about the figure, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to answer them, and I'll see you in the next video.